Imagine this. A picture-perfect surprise proposal.
Okay.
A celebrity chef pulls it off so flawlessly that his actress fiancée, who is known for being incredibly sharp, has absolutely no idea.
And then they keep it a secret?
For an entire year.
Yeah.
365 days of silence.
It's an incredible story. Welcome to StarScope Report.
Join us as we uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals.
From red carpet surprises to social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
And today we are diving deep into the hashtag OurFirstWU journey.
We're talking about actress Tay Ying and celebrity chef Wu Sihan.
But we're not just focusing on the upcoming wedding. We're getting into the massive six-figure home renovation they took on at the same time.
Yeah, this was anything but conventional. They transformed a pretty standard apartment into this all-white, fully smart, minimalist haven.
So our mission is to unpack that whole intense story.
Yeah.
And start with the secret that started it all.
365 days of silence. How a celebrity chef mastered the surprise proposal.
Okay, so how did they even meet?
Well, it's actually pretty grounded. Tay Ying and Wu Sihan met back in 2021.
Where?
At his Italian bistro, Supply and Demand. And apparently, they started dating within a month.
Wow, so it was fast.
Very. But even after they went public in early 2024, they were still holding back this huge piece of news.
The engagement, they announced it in March 2025, right?
Exactly. But the real shocker was when they revealed the proposal had actually happened a full year before that, March 20, 2024.
A whole year. How do you keep that quiet with family, friends, the press?
Well, that secrecy was critical.
Why is that?
Because Tay Ying is apparently just very difficult to surprise. Her parents are celebrity icons Zheng Geping and Hong Huifeng.
Oh, right.
And Wu Sihan himself said she's very sharp.
So he had to go all out.
Totally. He leaned on professionals, a photographer, an event planner, just to create this airtight cover story.
Which was what? What was the deception?
He concocted this elaborate story that she needed to do a solo photo shoot.
Ah, classic misdirection.
A perfect one. Mid-shoot, a projector starts playing this video montage of their relationship, and only then does he walk in.
That's very cinematic.
It is. And then there's the family element, which adds this whole other layer of pressure.
You had to ask her parents first, I'm guessing.
Of course. And you can just imagine how intimidating that must have been.
Well, yeah. I mean, the public always jokes about her dad, Xing Geping, being this incredibly muscular guy.
Right. But Sihan said he's actually a jumble giant.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Yeah, he described him as a really supportive listener, which must have eased the pressure when he, asked for her hand.
So was the family there for the actual proposal?
Some of them, yeah. Her dad and her brother, Calvert Tay, were actually there. They were watching from a mezzanine floor.
Watching from above, I love that.
But her mom, Hong Huifeng, was working in Taiwan.
So she missed it.
She had to video call in, which is just such a modern celebrity family moment, right?
It really is. Missing it in person, but being there on screen.
Yeah.
But wow. Talk about stress. You go from that high
to immediately jumping into the biggest financial commitment of your life.
Exactly. Holding a secret for a year is one thing. But what about diving headfirst into a real estate fish market and spending a six-figure sum in literally minutes? The story of how they got their house is coming up next.
And if you're loving this inside look, make sure you hit that subscribe button. The tech they put in this house, you're not going to want to miss it.
We're back. So the secret is out, and now it's time to buy a house.
Right into the chaos. We're calling this bidding war in minutes. The $100 K plus transformation from old to all white.
So they're apartment hunting in mid-2024. What was the market like?
Insane. Tay Ying called it a fish market. They saw over 10 apartments in just a few months.
And kept losing out.
Constantly. Units were just getting snapped up way too fast.
But they had a very specific list of what they wanted, right?
They did. They needed a boxy 3-bedroom unit for, maximum usable space.
And things like natural light and unblocked views were non-negotiable.
Totally. So when they finally found the one that ticked all the boxes, they had to be, ruthless.
Ruthless out.
From what we've gathered, they bought it almost immediately.
Like on the first viewing?
On the first day it was on the market, yeah. They put in an offer above the asking price to win a bidding war against another couple.
In minutes. That's so risky.
It is, but you have to understand their thinking. Tay Ying called it their lifetime home.
So they weren't planning on flipping it.
Exactly. That's what justified paying a premium, and it also justified the massive 6-figure renovation that came next.
And when you say massive, what does that actually mean?
It means they decided to gut the whole space.
So knocking down all the walls?
Pretty much, removing everything to create a totally blank canvas, but that kind of work, it led to delays.
How long?
An extra 6 months. 6 months of renovation stress while also planning a wedding.
I can't even imagine. But you can really see the chef's influence in what they prioritized.
Oh, absolutely. First thing to go was the kitchen wall. Created that big open concept space.
But didn't they do something unusual with the bathroom?
They did. This is the wild part. They actually borrowed space from the common bathroom to make the kitchen even bigger.
They prioritized the kitchen over the guest bathroom. That says everything.
It really does. And they did the same thing with the master suite.
What did they do there?
They took 2 original bedrooms and just combined them.
To make one huge one.
One enormous hotel-inspired master suite. For a lifetime home, it's about comfort over resale value.
And the whole aesthetic is white.
All white.
Right.
Sihan said it was like using correction tape on paper.
Just clean, therapeutic.
But here's an interesting detail about that. They have a dachshund Tron.
And you'd think an all-white house with a dog would be a nightmare.
Right, but they found it actually works better.
How?
Because you see the dirt immediately, so you clean it immediately. It forces you to be hygienic.
That's a great point. But an all-white space can feel a bit clinical?
Like a hospital, yeah. They solved that with the lighting.
What did they do?
It was a pretty technical solution. Instead of just using spotlights, they installed these huge fabric light panels across the entire ceiling.
Oh, wow.
So it diffuses this soft, even light. It basically simulates natural daylight. It's an incredible design choice.
So this isn't just a pretty home, it's a technological fortress. Next, we're going to peel back that white facade to reveal the high-tech, chef-approved smart features inside.
Stay tuned and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next, including the zero-gravity bed that apparently ended the chef's snoring.
Welcome back. We are now inside this amazing celebrity home, looking at the high-tech secrets.
Let's call this part the invisible kitchen. Custom vinyl, concealed tracks, and hands-free hygiene.
Okay, the kitchen is clearly Wu Sihan's domain.
Absolutely. And it's built for professional-level efficiency. Let's start with the tap.
The tap.
Yeah, they installed a touch-activated tap, so you can turn the water on or off just by tapping it with your wrist or your forearm.
Ah, so you don't have to touch the handle if your hands are dirty.
Exactly. Sihan called it a very chef thing to prevent cross-contamination.
Smart. What about the stove? There's no big hood vent above it.
That's the other secret. They used a downdraft exhaust system.
What does that do?
Instead of pulling smoke and odors up, it pulls them down into the countertop and vents them out from there.
So you keep those clean, minimalist sightlines.
You got it. No bulky hood hanging from the ceiling.
Okay, I have to ask about the refrigerator. The story behind the fridge is insane.
It's my favorite detail. So they bought separate fridge and freezer units, but they weren't the perfect shade of white to match the cabinets.
And for them, that's a deal breaker.
A total deal breaker. So what did they do? They hired a professional who specializes in automotive vinyl wrapping.
Wait, like for cars?
The exact same stuff. They wrapped their fridge and freezer in car vinyl to get a perfect color match.
That is next level commitment to an aesthetic.
It's uncompromising. It's all about that visual perfection.
And speaking of seamless, let's talk about the power outlets.
The concealed power tracks. They describe them as looking like Lego pieces.
So you can just plug things in anywhere along this track in the wall.
Exactly. No ugly fixed outlets cluttering up the backsplash. You can move your power sources, your blender, your phone charger, wherever you need them.
That is just brilliant. But the customization goes beyond the kitchen. It extends to, like, their actual bodies.
You're talking about the laundry platform.
Yes. Tell everyone about that.
This is what defines true luxury for me. They had the platform for their washer and dryer custom built to their specific heights. He's 1.77 meters, she's 1.72 meters.
So they never have to bend over to do laundry.
Never. It's just daily ergonomic comfort built right into the home.
And then there's the master bedroom, which is intentionally a distraction-free zone.
No TV, no clutter. The main feature is the bed.
The zero-gravity bed.
Yes. It's a setting that slightly elevates your legs and chest, which is proven to open your airways.
And the big benefit.
Tay Ying says it has seriously reduced Sihan's Lori-like snoring.
A worthy investment for marital harmony, then. The wardrobe is also pretty high-tech, isn't it?
It is. The doors are made of reflective glass, so they act like mirrors.
Okay.
But when you turn the lights on inside the wardrobe, the glass turns transparent so you can see all your clothes.
So you can see what's inside without even opening the doors.
Function meets style.
Okay, before we wrap up, we have to touch on how they furnished the place. It was this mix of high and low.
A classic high-low strategy. They'd splurge on something like a king's living storage sofa.
But then get bargains from places like Taobao.
Right, but those bargains came with their own headaches. They got this 100-kilogram marble coffee table.
100 kilos, how do they even get it inside?
It took 6 specialized workers just to move it into the apartment. So much for a budget buy.
And they were doing their homework, too. They watched a bunch of home tour shows for ideas.
Yeah, they admitted they watched every episode of MediaCorp's #JustSwipela, taking notes on floor plans and design details from other celebrities.
So what's the big takeaway from all this?
I mean, the whole #OurFirstWU project is this amazing blend of high-stakes celebrity life with this super specific, high-tech domestic planning. They really engineered a sanctuary just for them.
They customized their home down to the height of the laundry platform, bought a bed to stop snoring, and wrapped appliances in car vinyl. In a world where convenience is everything, is this intense, uncompromising attention to highly specific comfort the new definition of luxury?
I think it has to be. It's moving beyond just buying expensive things. It's about designing an entire environment that actively supports your life and your well-being.
You've been listening to StarScope Report, where we uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture.
Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.